Hey guys, welcome in. And Emperor Zurg. Finally unlocked him. He's in the game. He's in this newest event. Uh, and we're gonna have a little breakdown showcasing of him and his skills, what he is like, what his skills gonna be like. Straight off the bat, from previously just looking at him, from playing against him, he is a heavy glass cannon. Lot of damage he can output. Itty bitty little health. Well, not itty bitty little health, an okay amount of health. And he's going to work well with the villains. So we're going to jump in here and have a quick little look. His basic attack deals some damage, which is a decent amount. I don't have any other level 1 characters to compare him with. But he deals 25% bonus damage and then increased to 10% and then another 50% at full level, which deals a decent amount of damage. So just a standard attack, I think he does some good damage. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're going to compare Syndrome's attack to Zurg's attack. So Syndrome crit 3k, standard attack 4555, so 1500. That is a pretty decent normal attack. 1500 compared to a crit, which is over and above. Good damage. Alright, so now we have his special Zurg vision. You get to, again, when he gets leveled up, a lot of his abilities are just more damage on the levels. So he does damage, and they'll deal 25% bonus damage, or plus 10%, so 35% bonus damage, and he gets more increased damage at high levels. So more damage to the target, the lower health they have. So if you're attacking something high health, it's going to do a standard amount. Attack it with a lower health, it's going to do extra bonus damage depending on how much health is left. So if you're choosing the lower ones, you're going to try and, this is going to be like a one hit knock them out. And then upon defeat of the opponent, you gain an extra turn. That is powerful. That is awesome. So that means you're going to go choose an opponent, boom, take them out, and then he gets another turn. You get to attack again. So with Zurg coming out next, we've got his charged ability. So we're going to see. We're going to use this. Low health, 7k damage, and then I get another attack. That is so good. Alright, now, for his next attack, his rapid ion blaster. This thing is just another one. As you level up, more and more damage, you got more chance to, 10% more chance to chain to next opponent, so it goes from 15% to 25% on each hit. You get to potentially chain it to more, and then more damage dealt. That is, as I said, he is going to be just a damage monster. Glass cannon. Alright. Zurg's turn next. Now, if I choose an opponent, if I use my, there we go. So you can see I got 2 extra bounces off. If you get lucky, you're going to get more bounces off. The attack itself does a good amount of damage, and be able to have them just bouncing off and doing extra. It's good. Now, with this passive, this is a passive ability called Massive Ion Blast. We kind of got a little sneak peek of that just before, so now I want to explain kind of what happened. So as you level it up, you get to reduce its magic cost by 1. On turn start, deal up to a good amount of damage to the highest health percentage, and then chain to all other opponents, dealing a little bit less damage. But say if we give this damage an equivalent, it is like about 1/3 of that big special, but you're getting it for free and is bouncing. And compared to his normal like single hit that does 3 times, it is nearly on par with that. So if his 3 hits at the max level that we were looking at took about 1500 altogether, this should be around about that kind of damage. So we'll be looking at around about that kind of damage, and then that splashes on doing a little bit less to everybody else. So in saying that, as a free ability that comes around on your on turn start, attacking the highest amount of health, this is just going to help him lower health around the board, free little AoE, and then help his other abilities to attack on lower health. So, if we take a look at this again, when it comes into Zurg's turn, boom, straight away he attacks on the highest health and it splashes out and does decent damage. This is just only going to help him. I love that they are giving us a little in-game teaser taste of what he's like as a character. This is a great way to introduce a character, I must say. So now with this other last passive, Galactic Evil. On receiving damage, you have 5% chance, which is going to get an extra 3% chance to gain offense up for 1 turn. And then you're going to get extra 10% per extra downtown villain. So if you're running in this downtown villains team, then he's going to have an extra 4 characters with him on a normal team. So give him an extra 40%. So it's going to go to 48% max level. So nearly 50% chance on receiving damage. So it's nearly going to be half the time he's going to be getting offense up, which then boosts all of his other attacks, doing even more damage. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. One thing I must say I do not like, I don't like how they got extra specific with the downtown villains only. So it's giving, already you've got a subclass of downtown, but then saying downtown and villains is just limiting the pool that he's going to be good with. I think it's good in a reason, A, because it's a villain, it's giving more synergy with things. I reckon it'd be cool to see downtowns or villains, something like that, and have a little bit more malleability with his ability, so you can use him in more than just one specific team role. I would like to see that. So I'd like to see it being downtown or villain. I think that's what I'd like to see. So it's a little bit of a shame that that's not the case. And man, he looks so cool. So anyway, in this current event that we get to have a little tease of him, a little showcasing of what he can do, it's going to be a little bit more less fair because he's going to be on a full team of downtown villains with 5. So he's going to get the 58%, like max level equivalent, 58% on receiving damage to gain these boosts. That's awesome. That is awesome. Even like 48% is good, but 58 even better. All right, so with Zurg, when he takes some damage, he's gonna take some damage up ahead from this next attack. Not this attack. Maybe from a coming attack. And we're going to see he's got should have 58% chance to take some damage. So if I just AoE here, and then I'm just going to attack this one. No damage here, so no. Let's see how long it'll take to take some damage. Boom, damage, like first hit of damage, and there we go. First hit of damage gets that offense up, and already just makes himself even better. So let's try an attack here. And 10k. So that would have normally been like, what, 7k the last time I got that crit? To a 10k. Wow. Wow. He's an amazing glass cannon. He's amazing. So for Zurg, him as a whole character, I think he is pretty amazing. He's going to do amazing with like a full villains team, and I kind of like that they're showcasing him in an event around him like this, and it's a cool way to introduce new characters, show him at the like max potential. So if you liked him in this event, that is pretty much what he's going to do. He's going to fit into your team just like this, just like he has been, and that he's going to do exactly what he's done on your team, minus you'll have one character down. So if you like that and you found that he was good with whatever level you're up to, I found that I think he's going to be a good glass cannon. He's going to do he seems to do a nice lot of damage. He had a little bit more HP than I thought he would. So at level 7 he must have a sizable chunk. Max level 60 plus level 7 star. He'll have a sizable chunk of HP. He does pretty decent damage. His specials though, are what his normal attack is kind of like. I can see it versus a defensive character with high defense. He'll do low damage. Versus a standard character, he'll do decent damage. But his specials are just what makes him amazing. The being able to deal more damage the lower health they are, and then get an extra turn, that is amazing. The Ion Blaster that gets to splash about, that is cool. Like, do a whole bunch of damage. So what I'll do with him first, I'll jump in, do a whole bunch of damage with him, even might get lucky, and then on your turn start, boom, get that. So that this will activate every, how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 5 at basic, level 2, reducing the cost every 4 turns, pretty much. He's going to attack the highest HP, take them all down. So every 4 turns, that's pretty good. And if you can speed him up, get more turns out of him, haste him, whatever you have to do, he's going to attack more, splash more, charge your spells more, do more damage with these things, and then KO things. So looking ahead, he is a pretty decent character. And then if you're running him with a villains team, getting that 10% extra on that villains buff when he takes damage, when you take him up to like 48% on a full team, nearly half the time he gets hit, he's going to be doing more damage and taking more damage, dealing more damage. I think he's going to be a great character. I think he's going to be great on a downtown villains team character. But other than that, he's limited to it. So I kind of would like to see his ability change. So his downtown or villain, just so you can experiment and change him around and use him. Use him with the Toy Story, use him with whoever else. I'd like to see that. Because that's the only really ability that affects it. And I think it'll be cool to see him be able to be paired with the other Toy Story characters and not only some villains. So villains or downtown, I think that would be amazing. Or maybe it's just a mistake in the writing, but I'll have to check and ask about that. But as a whole, I think he's a great character. I think he looks awesome. Zurg is always one of the coolest looking characters from Toy Story. Always. I've usually got a thing, I think bad guys usually look really cool, and I love the art that goes into bad guys. So, and he's no exception. So Zurg, as a character, if you want a glass cannon, if you want someone who can just power out the attacks, definitely see if this events are worth it unlocking him, or if he eventually comes available down the track. If you want to unlock him, hopefully this has been helpful to you. Damage dealer, that's what he is. Glass cannon. So hopefully you enjoy this, and we'll see you guys next time.